Hi guys, my name is Dylan Hong, and this is my review of the ZELOTES T80 optical gaming mouse. From just taking a quick look at it, it looks like any other gaming mouse. And it is. The difference is, it's about $10 in price. At first I was extremely skeptical about this mouse. What actually convinced me to buy it was the 4.5-star review ratings on Amazon. And while there were a lot of reviews, and most of them seemed to be positive, I was still skeptical because of how cheap this mouse really is. If we look at the specs, it's got 5 different levels of DPI, with the max being 5,500. And 5 levels is absolutely perfect for me. In fact, it's a bit overkill. Honestly, I only use 2, but I'm sure many people will find reasons to use the extra 3. The mouse runs well with Mac OS X and Windows, and it's got 7 different buttons. It also works pretty well on most surfaces, including wood, which I was pleasantly surprised by. But one catch on the 7 buttons is that they're not programmable buttons. One is actually a dedicated double-click button, which is somewhat useful, and the side buttons, which normally would be a forward and back, don't always work like that, and it's not actually a very customizable mouse. If you're using it in games, you can customize it through those settings, like it'll be mouse 5, mouse 6, and extra keys like that. But if you're looking for day-to-day web browsing optimization, you're not really going to find that with this mouse. In my opinion, it's got a really sleek design, and I really like the look of the LEDs that flash different colors. One of the things that I found on Amazon were negative reviews saying that you couldn't hold the light on a certain color that you liked and it would just randomly pulse through them, and that's actually not true. If you look at the instructions, it tells you exactly how to lock a color on the mouse. It fits really nicely in my hands, and I've got really medium-sized hands, and the cord is perfect. It's braided, it doesn't really tangle, and it's really long. But it is a bit on the light side for a gaming mouse. I know a lot of gamers like to have weighted mice, and that's not the case here. The mouse isn't really made of the highest quality plastic. It's got a light rubbery texture on the 2 clicking buttons, but that's about it. On the upside, as opposed to grippy mice, dust and sand and dirt doesn't really stick on it, so that's a plus. So this is all specs and designs. I've listed you the pros and the cons, but really what it comes down to is how it really works. And for me, I say it works pretty well. DPI switching is really handy. For example, when I play games, I use a higher DPI, and then when I'm just browsing, I use a lower DPI. And I've never really felt any input lag or anything like that, so it seems great. I'd say it works just as well as any other mouse that's going to be 3 times its cost. It is a bit sensitive when you go to small movements, so when I'm just trying to move the mouse a few pixels, it gets a little bit jumpy, but 99% of the time, that's not a huge deal, because it's only a few pixels here and there. So, is this mouse any good? Yes. Is it good for a regular mouse? Of course, and for the price, it's amazing. But I wouldn't recommend it as a professional gaming mouse. I know those can get up to hundreds of dollars, but if you're in the market for a new mouse and you're not really particular, I think this would be a great option. So overall, I give it a 4 out of 5 would buy again. This has been a review of budget gaming tech. My name is Dylan Hong, and thank you for watching.